thinking about the kids who come up today seeing this, and they don't care.
Yeah.
It's the older people who care.
It is. Yeah. It's older people like us that and we still see it. But I mean, you're right. As far as
I'm talking about the older people who are like in control. They'll be gone. But
I know. But I tell you what. There's still remnants of what they believe, because I mean, those are the people who raised us.
Yeah.
How are we going to be ignorant to that? I mean, God knows how many times people have tried to influence me as far as telling me who people who you should be around, people you shouldn't be around. You hear all the stereotypes, but until you actually interact with these people and you actually see them for who they are, the smart ones at least will come up with their own opinions about these things, and will won't be afraid to say, no, this is wrong.
Well, yeah,
these people aren't like this.
I mean, the world's progressing, really, man. Yeah,
it is. Not gonna be like, but you know what? That's why you have to keep faith, Corey, that the world is progressing, and you should, instead of sometimes, it's easy to be angry when you see something and just to, just spot out. I mean, God knows what Silver Surfer. I'm going to bring that.
What did he do?
Okay, I accidentally heard one of his shows today where somebody brought
accidentally.
up.
What you do accidentally? Like,
I accidentally clicked on
something.
Yeah, it was one of his blog talk radios, but I listened and and automatically he said, well, I saw the trailer for Lakeview Terrace and I just don't want anything to do with that movie. And I'm like, well, I can understand that, but at the same time, watch that movie, see what they're giving you.
Well, you have to.
Then, you have to just to see what. It's a good look into what people are assuming is going on with interracial. And at the same time, I do feel silly saying that, because people shouldn't look towards movies, honestly, ever to judge how the rest of the world is living.
But actually, something. Movies are a reflection on a certain type of thinking. I mean,
they are. But you know what? I only say that they are only because it's being distributed massively, throughout theaters. Mm-hmm. But you also have to think that one person wrote this, one person directed this, and regardless of. Those movies are there to make money. They're not thinking about issues. They're not thinking about anything like that. I mean, they're out there to make money. Samuel Jackson is a factor as far as a movie making money.
Yeah.
I mean, and you also got to think, I mean, the real question is I'm curious as to why Samuel Jackson took on this role. Why he took on this role, why the female character, why she took on this role, like, people
got to eat? That's why.
Well, at the same time, though, I mean, you have to admit that somebody like that, especially their race, there's a lot of factors that come in where they're like, does this represent my people in the right way? Especially somebody like Samuel Jackson. I'd be curious to wonder why he portrayed a character like that, why he was interested in even making a film like that.
It certainly worked. Look, it had the script been given to me. Needless to say, mm-hmm. I mean, unless I was just coming into, who's to say what I would do if I was mm-hmm. given $1 million paycheck? Because I might be saying I'm against this, but it's my way of breaking in. Right. I'll be able to make my own stuff and improve things later on down the line. But so who's to say I wouldn't take it?
But does Samuel Jackson need to do that?
But no, Samuel Jackson does not need to do that. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm wondering if that's why I should say if I was Samuel Jackson and probably had the amount of money and clout that he did, I probably would not have taken that role and let somebody else take it, and they probably would have had a success story with it, and they come back to me and say, well, why didn't you take this role? And I'd be like, well, this is why, and these are my beliefs. Mm-hmm. But two things here. Mm-hmm. Movies are a reflection of how certain people think, and that's how you get to the problem of what people are distributing. Go watch Robert Townsend's Hollywood Shuffle. We brought this up before. Mm-hmm. Hoe cakes, got to eat too. It's in the movie. Winky dinky dog.
Mikey wants some cake too.
Robert Townsend's Hollywood Shuffle is a movie about a young black filmmaker or an actor. I'm sorry, he wants to be an actor, and Hollywood only sees black people in a certain kind of way. Because, as you said, there's a lot of white people and a lot of Jewish people who write those roles. And it's done with a lot of other people. It's done with, and I think we're in a much more liberated society where it doesn't happen as much now. So don't get me wrong. I know progress has been greatly made. But it's a reflection on how people who are putting those things out there think. And that movie showed that Hollywood at the time was really into certain stereotypes, and that how hard it would be for someone who's black to succeed in spite of those stereotypes. As a matter of fact, this predates Spike Lee, and it's an excellent movie. And Spike Lee even has some stories about to this day about how hard it is for him to get certain stories made based on the color of the people in the movie and the audience that they're trying to pitch to. So, yeah, it's good for us to see these kind of movies come out so that we know no matter how liberal somebody thinks that they think they are, there's still these issues that need to be addressed.
Yeah.
Second of all, I did want to get angry about this and say what I had to say because I think it's good for people to be angry. Yeah. I think it's good for people to be passionate about things that they see as a problem. I don't expect everybody to agree with me. I expect people to like talk badly about me. I expect to be called names. But I know deep down inside, I'm not a racist. I know deep down inside that if I saw a couple like this in a movie, a white guy with a black woman, it would not bother me unless there was just something in there where a black woman had some problems with herself and said, I don't date black men because I see this stereotype about them, so I only date white men. Or I've been brainwashed or something. It's never as deep as, oh, I love these people for who they are, and that's it. It's never that deep. I mean, it's never that shallow. It's always deeper. So, yeah, I'm angry about it, and I think that's the only way to get people to listen sometimes. Yeah. And 3, actually, yeah, I'm going to address a social issue like this because they put it out there and I feel like it needs to be addressed. I mean, the movie addressed it. I need to address it. However, I like when people challenge me and that's the only way you grow. I mean, if you disagree, please come and tell me and let's talk about it. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to try to come into it and say that my word is final. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to try and be open-minded about it. And this was the case here. Yeah, people said, hey man, you know, fine. I see your point. Maybe I don't see your point, but you have to give a well-rounded review, and I don't think I did that. So, yeah, I mean, that's why you don't grow unless people come and tell you.
Yeah, and at least, you know, it's good that you admit that, you know. I mean,
that's how you grow, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
and it's true. And that's the thing. Hey, you know, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, you know what, you guys, you made your point, and I had time to think about this, and okay, this is how I feel now about it after you letting me in on, you know, things I should think about.
And we were actually enjoying Samuel Jackson in the movie. I mean, every time he acted like an asshole, we were like, oh, shit.
But I tell you what, I was scared when we walked out of the theater because you flipped out, dude. When we walked out.
I know, man. I got to control that shit. I mean, and I'll tell you that too.
I'll tell you what, you put a black man in a movie, everybody hates him.
Nah, you exaggerated. You didn't say that.
No.
I mean, I didn't say all that. I did come out saying, you know, fuck this movie, man. I mean, I came out because they asked me and I was like, fuck it, you know. So I need to control myself on that kind of thing.
You know, hey. It happens. Hey, God knows I've walked out of movies on my.
But hey, people, valuable lesson learned here. You know, I mean, don't ever say that I am so egotistical, closed-minded that I don't listen because I actually do.
He does listen. It takes a little time, but he'll listen.
I'll come around after I tear my furniture up for a couple of days.
Exactly.
Fuck that movie, shit! God damn it!
Let him break some things, and then he'll listen.
Feel like
when he's tired, he'll
a gorilla in my apartment throwing furniture. Fuck you!
Oh, Corey, why do you got to be a gorilla, dude? Come on, man. That's terrible.
Gorillas in the mist.
What are you doing? What are you doing to your people?
I know. Blackie the gorilla. That's gonna be my movie. Blackie the gorilla. I mean, it's a movie tearing up my furniture in a monkey suit.
Oh my god. So what is the lesson here, Corey? I guess
the lesson here is that there's 2 of them. I mean, the lesson here, and I think we all walked off with a valuable lesson here. Is like, well, for me, the lesson here is this: is to, even though you might have deep feelings about something, try to pull back. Say what you have to say, but be more fair about it. Yeah, I mean, we're here to review. It should be brought up what I said, but it should be brought up in the form of a movie review. And I should have said, this is what's good about the movie. This is what's bad about the movie. It had these social issues that I didn't agree with, but this is how it all worked out.
Exactly. Yeah. So, hey, and I agree with that, Corey.
I will say this though. I mean, anybody who thinks that I'm kind of crazy and I'm just on a black issue about this. I've said it before about Asian man too. I feel very bad for Asian man because they're not very loud about what's going on right now, and I've seen this over and over again. You see it more and more open now. White man with Asian women. But you hardly ever see it. Now, I did see it, to be fair. I saw it recently in that movie, Sisterhood of the Yaya Pants, whatever. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2. Yeah. There was an Asian guy who was dating a white woman in that movie. And it was cool. And whatnot. But most of the time, you see a lot of white men with Asian women in a lot of movies and even commercials. And I just don't think they're allowing Asian man to be seen with white women in the same capacity. I think there's still some sort of nervousness about that. And
I'm just curious, like, how much of it is actually going on out there, to be honest. I mean, we live in a place where we don't, I mean, we have like our Asian community here, but we don't, it's like, I'll see them at some films sometimes, and then they just disappear. I
That's
don't know.
what-
I don't know. I don't know
maybe
where
they got
they're
problems.
hanging
I don't know
out.
shit.
I don't know where they're hanging out, but yeah, they obviously are out there. They're like ninjas. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Oh, why you gotta call them ninjas, man?
That's a problem. There ain't nothing wrong with being a ninja.
No,
I'd
shit.
be a ninja. Shit.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah. I
bragging
mean,
about that.
shit, at least, hey, man, if any Asian people are getting mad about that, it ain't like being called a porch monkey. It's like you call a ninja.
No.
Ninjas are cool.
Ninjas kick ass.
Yeah, ninjas disappeared. Like you make it sound like when we're out in public, like we see one or two Asians and then they just throw down a smoke tab. Poof,
Exactly.
they're gone.
And that's one hell of a way to make an exit, might I say. I mean, shit. If I could do that, I'd do it every day.
It's like you see Asian
Go
guys.
ahead.
Boom. Yeah,
Hey, where'd you go?
Asian guy in the line at Wendy's. You know,
Yeah.
he gets his order double with cheese, sir. Thank you. Poof.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? When it all boils down to it, you know, it depends on the individual. They're gonna love who they're gonna love, and yeah, the rest of the world may be against it. But hey, who gives a shit? You know, you gotta live your life because there's a time when people can't pay attention to you all the time. I mean, people still got to pay bills. They got their own lives. They can bitch and complain, but at the end of the day, you know, what matters is, are you with the person you want to be with?
Yeah.
You care about the person you love, and are you willing to, realize the world and its faults and let your kids know about that?
Okay.
And
You're right.
that's right, Corey, and that's my little 2 cents.
Little 2 cents it is. Go buy yourself some bubble gum with that.
Remember, knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe.
Well, listen.
Anyway, back to the fun show.
I know, boy. That was some heavy shit,
I
man.
know.
And I ain't never seen you. I was like,
I know.
Hey, y'all, if y'all don't know, co-host was sitting here talking to me with a piece of paper. I was lying on the couch. Corey, your problems are
know.
they come from your mother.
That'll be $5,000, Corey. That's how much my sessions cost, brother.
All right. How about I give you
And
my...
I don't take food stamps.
Oh, you accept crack? Hey, how about I give you my 2 cents as payment?
Don't try to pull no old dirty bastard on me, Corey. I won't stand for it. Give me food stamps and go pick up all your kids in a limousine. What's wrong with you?
Oh, you know what? Old dirty bastard did do that.
He did do that.
He went,
Yeah.
No, what he did was
He was in a limousine,
He
right?
was in a limousine with Mariah Carey,
Yeah.
and he went to go pick up his food stamps in a
Yeah,
limousine.
that's
No, he went to go pick up his welfare check.
His welfare check. That's
In
what
a
it was.
limousine.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was like,
That's why I love that guy.
God
I
damn,
love that guy.
Look at this Negro here, man.
man.
Oh man, my
That's
God.
his world, Corey. That's his world he created, and he loves it, and I love him for it. Hey.
Okay, all right. I was like, this is he just.
That's what
see,
he does.
now
That's not what you do. That's what he does, all
That's
right?
the kind of dude that's making black people look bad. You know.
He, as far as I'm concerned, the old dirty bastard was never black. He was Jesus. He was doing his own
baby
thing.
Jesus.
He was baby Jesus. He was doing his own thing.
'Cause you see-
he's his own race. He ain't worried about the rest of the world and what they think about him.
Because look, let me tell you
So
something.
I respect him for that.
Co-host, let me tell you something, man. When I go pick up my welfare check,
Yeah.
I get the worst car. I
Yeah.
go put on my worst clothes. I put on my purple shoes. That you're talking about. And I dress for the role, man.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna pick up my welfare check. I gotta let the welfare kid. You
Don't
know?
forget about your red cap, your red ski cap you put on.
I'm going to, get my welfare check and everything else you got. I'm not playing. Back the fuck up. Get my Samuel Jackson voice.
Oh my God! You're scaring the kids out there, Corey. You're scaring them.
Back the fuck up. So, look.
All right, what's going on now, Corey? A 2-hour show.
I know, man. I guess it's gonna work
Sorry,
out that way.
what happened? We should,
Man, we got on that
you
social.
know, let's
issue.
just delete all that and let's start all over again.
I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it all in there, man.
That has to be in there.
That
Corey.
yeah, we have to
That
talk to
has
the people.
Hey,
you know,
we can't be all fun and jokes all the time.
I know. We got to get serious sometimes.
Sirs.
So, okay,
Yes.
spill party.
Oh,
A lot of people look. It's already out there.
Oh,
It's already out there. It's we've already said it.
why do I get a headache every time?
I know, man. Something tells me that this is gonna lead to no good.
I
Boys,
know.
you know.
I'm scared.
It's already been set for the 18th of October.
So is that a done deal?
It's
Is
a
that-
done deal. Over at Mother Egan's, I've already put it on the calendar over there. Now, look, the thing is, you're probably worried because I'm saying party, like we're expecting to
know.
just throw down.
I know.
It's more of a first annual what will happen kind of party.
Yeah, just we'll
We
see.
don't know. It's just it's a get together.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if it turns out big, it turns out big. It's not like you get there, we're going to tell you to go away. But
Yeah.
it's sort of it's sort of a mixer. It's sort of a, what I'm officially calling it is a spill. Let's see what happens party.
go.
yeah, I'm just putting it out there. I'm gonna plan for it. I'm gonna advertise it.
Right.
But it's gonna be at Mother Egan's here in Austin, Texas. Look it up on the internet. Mother Egan's Irish pub, and it not run by any Irish people, by the way. And it's going to be on Saturday, the 18th of October. And they said that was a good time to do it over there because it's more of a neighborhood bar for them.
Yeah.
And they'll serve food for us. They'll put out a platter for us and everything.
One platter.
Yeah, one platter, one veggie platter.
Devil's eggs.
It'll be
carrots,
some broccoli,
celery sticks.
It'll be some broccoli and
Great party, Corey.
Some ranch dressing. I'm gonna have a clown show up.
A clown with funny shaped balloons. Awesome. Oh my god, I'm gonna hang out with that guy all night.
It's gonna be you. What you talking about?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna put makeup on you.
I'm gonna be blowing up those balloons like the backside of my head. It's coming out of my ass.
No, it's gonna. So here's the deal. Seriously, the agenda is this. It's just a mixer, okay? If you want to come in for it, we already know of some people coming in from out of town. Mm-hmm. If you want to come in for it, fine. Come hang out with us. Yeah. We'll make it a lot of fun for you. It won't be bad. And then maybe we'll have an after party at my place or something. I don't know.
At your place?
It depends on what's going on.
Okay.
It depends on how many people show up. I mean, it was like 2 or 3 people who came from out of town. They want to just hang out for the rest of the night. I'd be like, yeah, come back to my place. If it's like 50 you motherfuckers, no, hell no, you ain't turning up my shit.
And any hot girls coming out of town, you can stay with me down here in the basement. And I got sleeping bags, I got some cardboard and some newspaper. Yeah, feel free to spend the night with co-hosts.
Right.
There you go. That's a party unto itself.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure they're rushing for that invitation right there.
Run!
So that's Saturday, October 18th at Mother Egan's. There'll be food. There'll be beer. There'll be a DJ that I have there. And like I say, it's sort of a meet and greet to see what we do. And hopefully, if it works out fine, we'll make it bigger and better the next year.
Yeah, we can make it bigger. I think we got some we got a couple of slices of pizza in there. Yeah. In their fridge. We can bring it to the party. What else? Yeah. We got a half a carton of milk.
Oh man, we got all that stuff left in the refrigerator.
Yeah. We got that we got that eggnog from last year. That's still good, right?
We still got that Kung Pao chicken in there.
There you go. Yeah.
For our Asian brethren who don't come with the Asian women.
Corey, you can bring some of your lean cuisines.
Get some of those steakums.
Oh, can't forget about the Hot Pockets, Corey. For all the nerds.
Got all those, man.
The League fans.
It's going to be a blast. We can talk about a party now.
Yeah, that's a real party.
Leftover food. We'll bring some empty beer cans for you to sniff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be okay. Again, I'll advertise it on the site more and more. I'll tell people about it, but October 18th, Mother Egan's. So mark it down on your calendar, and as the co-host says, put that in your taco.
That's right. And I guess if for some reason you guys can't make it, I'm sure down the road we'll probably have another party, huh? You think?
No, we will. I want to see how this works out because I'm thinking, hey, if this is okay, I'm thinking spring or summer.
Yeah,
we'll try another one.
Yeah, because I know it's kind of late notice. It's already like end of September, so
people have a month to prepare for it.
Yeah.
So, and I've done this before. That party that I had, I don't know if were you there for the other party that we had?
I think so.
Yeah, the one at the beauty bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That came together in a month, and that was kind of big.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but I don't anticipate anything too crazy here. Yeah. Like I said, it's a mixer, man.
Yeah. If you show up, you show up.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time. If there's only 3 of you.
Yeah,
we'll hang out.
We're fine with that.
We'll go to the titty bar if there's nothing going on.
Yeah, I'm just giving an excuse to leave early.
At least I will.
Yeah, exactly. If it's only about 3 of you who show up, because it's going to be local people, too.
Come with Uncle Co-host to the titty bar, kids.
Kiddies? Welcome, kiddies. So, yeah, if it's only 3, then that gives us an excuse to crash early, and then we'll go somewhere else. If there's a lot of you, then great. And I'm talking about local people, too. So, let's just see what happens.
We'll have a fun time.
Yeah, we'll have a fun time, no matter what. Might just be me and you co-hosts up there looking at each other.
That'd be pretty damn hilarious.
You want to record? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop this real quick so we can make sure that the recording doesn't run out on me.
Get my head on straight again.
All right, hold on. All right, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Right?
Yeah, sure. I'm back. Are you back?
I'm back.
Got my back. So I got a story here.
Tell me a story, Corey.
Got a story here for you. William Shatner, as we all know, is Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk.
Captain James T. Kirk.
now J.J. Abrams,
Right.
as we all have heard, is coming out with a Star Trek movie.
Right.
But this is a Star Trek movie that is going to be about the origins of our Star Trek characters, about how they all came to be on the Enterprise, how they went Starfleet Academy and all that good shit.
The birth of legends.
Exactly. So now, of course, there's a story going around that William Shatner was upset that he wasn't asked to be in the movie.
Right.
And I'm thinking it's the origins of Star Trek. What is your old ass going to be doing in there?
Exactly. Well, he was upset he wasn't asked, and then apparently J.J. Abrams came out not too long ago, and he did say that, hey, we did have talks with him where we wanted him to be in the film, but apparently those talks broke down because William Shatner wanted to be the main focus of the film. He wanted to be in the film. He wanted to be the star of the film.
It's about a young Captain Kirk.
He wanted the film to revolve around William Shatner. so obviously, J.J. Abrams like, sorry, but plot really... Didn't you die in the last? Sorry.
And okay, now he talks about that how they said. I think he's kind of joking because I want to say James Kirk, but William Shatner. He's kind of a cool guy, man. He has a system.
Yeah.
And sometimes he's so straight faced, it's hard to tell if he's joking or not. But he's talking about how in this movie he said you could go to the teleporter and bring me back with particles that are lingering in the atmosphere. And the switch on the right you pull, and boom, you got Kirk. It's like
Kirk is there. It's me, William Shatner, greatest actor of all time.
Yeah, exactly. You go in and you reassemble the atoms that are.
It's science fiction, for crying out loud.
And that's what he said.
Could happen.
That's what he actually said. He's like,
oh, did he?
because I brought back Kirk in one of my books.
Obviously, he brought him back in all his goddamn books, apparently. He's always like, it's all about him.
Yeah, he's probably making home movies with him in that fucking costume. That yellow shirt and shit, with that haircut.
I am a living legend.
But this fool here, man. Yeah, but now, he addresses this himself.
Okay. Now, did he do this in an interview or what? Because this is all news to me, to be honest.
He did it in a YouTube video.
Oh, no.
Him and his daughter are sitting there at a table, and they're just talking. And
they did a David Hasselhoff video. Was he drunk when he did this?
Man, who can tell when he's drunk or sober these days? But then he came on.
Was he trying to eat a hamburger? He was doing this.
He's down on the floor with a burrito in his hand. I don't want to be in your fucking movie anyway.
This movie should have been about me. Where's my mustard?
But so yeah, he's sitting at a table with his daughter. His daughter's reading questions to him, and he's sitting up there.
Poor daughter. Yeah, that's all I
and his daughter looks like
now.
She's laughing. Like she's like, "Fuck, he made me do this."
Yeah.
and he's sitting up there like he just woke up, like he just got to eat some cereal. He just cooling at the table, man, at his breakfast table.
Oh my god!
Shooting a fucking YouTube.
Yeah. That poor daughter of his.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this, man.
All right, play it.
I'm gonna. Let me see. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
All right.
Let me see.
All right. This is from J.J. Abrams. We just got a couple business things here.
All right.
As of Monday, September 8th, J.J. Abrams, who is directing the new Star Trek movie,
has
a quote. We actually had written a scene with him, meaning you, in it. That was a flashback kind of thing, but it didn't feel quite right. The bigger thing was that he was very vocal that he didn't want to do a cameo. We tried desperately to put him in the movie, but he was making it very clear he wanted the movie to focus on him significantly, which frankly he deserves. Anyway, it goes on and says, well, his character died on screen. Maybe a smarter group of filmmakers could have figured out how to resolve that.
All right, so JJ.
Not sure he means himself or other people.
No, all right. JJ's one of the smartest director around, writer-director. He has all these wonderful projects. JJ, I'm going to tell him personally. Okay, JJ, nobody ever came to me and said, we have a cameo. Okay, maybe you wrote it, but it never presented itself to me. But the truth is, I wouldn't have wanted to do a cameo because that you would have clipped that out immediately. It doesn't fit, and you said in your statement you were having trouble fitting it in anyway. But nobody ever asked me, and I'm just sorry that I'm not in your wonderful movie. And I get the hovering machine, and then you throw the switch on the right. You know, the one on the right, you throw that switch, and then when that switch is done, you throw the one on the left, and out comes Captain Kirk and reassembles. We've got DNA of dinosaurs of 160 million years old. We're trying to right now with our primitive. We're not talking about 2300 now. We're talking about 2008. We're trying to assemble the DNA of a 160 million year old being, and we think we can do it.
Well, I'm
you
hopeful
don't think you can get Captain Kirk back to life?
I think I'm hopeful that this new version will continue, and who knows?
Yeah,
I feel hopeful about the future.
That's wonderful. It certainly is a concept. But JJ, you're a wonderful guy. You're wonderful, and we've met several times, and I admire you very much. But nobody ever offered me a part in your movie.
All right, now if you look at the video's on YouTube and a lot of other places. Man, go look at it. You could you could tell he wants to say, "Motherfucker, you could have put me in that movie."
Exactly.
He's trying to be cool.
Oh, he's trying to be real cool. And the funny thing is his daughter is actually kind of funny when he talks about bringing himself back. It's like, you know that thing where the molecules and all kinds of craziness happens in that one room, and his daughter's like, she tries not to laugh out loud. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
They're talking about dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah.
We can bring dinosaurs back, but you can't bring back Shatner.
In 2008.
We can bring back a 3 billion year old being in 2008, but you can't bring back Kirk.
Yeah.
What's your fucking problem?
This is the future. And the funniest part of this is if actually you go to YouTube and you check out the William Shatner response to Star Trek director J.J. Abrams. If you look to the right, Corey, I don't know if you noticed, but he has a William Shatner ringtones to my cell, and you look at his face on there. Oh my god! What the?
Wait, turn that around.
Look at this! Look at that, dude! Oh my god!
Oh my god! People!
Please go and check that out, please.
Go. What's the name of it? Type in right now. People, write this down. Type this in. Let me turn that around.
Okay,
Let me see.
William Shatner
responds to Star Trek director J.J. Abrams. William Shatner responds to Star Trek director J.J. Abrams. What is that on the right there?
Okay, and right on the right it says, send complimentary William Shatner ringtones to my cell. And it has a picture of William Shatner looking constipated as all hell. His eyes are red. He looks like he's about to explode. It looks like somebody did try to bring him back through that damn transporter thing, and something horribly happened. Something horribly wrong happened. Yeah, he looks like he's all sweaty, and that's by far the worst picture I've ever seen of this guy.
Seriously, this is no joke.
He looks like a goddamn toad.
This is yes, it looks like he's about to eat a mouse. This is the fucking picture. William Shatner of him walking out of a bar at 5 o'clock in the morning, drunk off his ass. We are not lying. You cannot wait. He's fucking William Shatner. You cannot tell me that is the best picture that they could find of William Shatner for that picture right there.
That's embarrassing.
He looks like
bloodshot eyes. Yeah.
You know in those movies where they bring out the cadaver on the table, like the body that they're carving up for the
bloated,
for the what do you call it what in those police movies when they have the body on the slab, and they get ready to cut into it, forensics and all that kind of stuff. The autopsy, he looks like an autopsy victim. He looks like a dead body that's a bloated dead body that's on the autopsy table before he gets carved up.
Yeah.
That fool, I cannot believe they put that.
It looks like
picture.
He's full of gas. I'd be terrified to open that motherfucker up.
He looked like it looked like you put a scalpel to his chest. He's gonna explode. That motherfucker looks like some shit out of Saw.
Yeah, he should have thought about getting a different picture.
Hey, do you think he approved that?
Yeah.
Fine, get out of my.
It's on his page apparently.
You know what he did? You know how Shatner is. They probably came up and he probably didn't even see it.
Yeah.
Mr. Shatner, how's this picture? Yes,
get out of here.
Yeah,
get out of here. I'm writing great things right now.
I'm too busy. I'm busy bringing Kirk back.
Captain Kirk is going to save the human race for the 100 billionth time. It's all up to me, damn it.
Now I have to figure out how to bring back that green bitch that I had sex with.
God damn it, Chekhov.
That's what that picture looks like. Look like he's saying, God damn it, Chekhov. You know who he looks like? He looks like Scotty. Scotty, you know the actor that played Scotty before he died?
Oh, yeah.
Damn, Shatner, boy, you gotta look at me, man. I'm gonna tell you.
You made me depressed now, Scotty. I miss Scotty.
Damn.
At least that guy had a sense of humor.
Dude, this is a note to William Shatner. You've got to approve these fucking pictures before you let it out there.
Look before you leap, stupid.
I cannot believe
I'm
that
gonna
is
be crucified tomorrow for saying that, Corey. There's legions of Star Trek fans out there.
Shatner. You know he's always on the internet. He'll probably find this. I want them dead. Dead.
His family dead.
Co-host.
Co-host.
So all right, man. So we got
So that was fun.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know what he's trying to get out of that, but the movie's already done.
But that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
He has a point. Now whether it's whether he has the same point that I do or not, he does. I do agree with him, indirectly or directly. If you saw that movie, would you really want to see a cameo by William Shatner?
No,
Like a cameo.
not really.
Wouldn't that bring you out the movie?
It would take me out of the movie. Yes, it would take me out of the movie just because the guy hasn't really taken care of himself. And
Damn, you just being mean about
all
it.
I think about is like,
Come
damn.
on, he's like 80-something years old, man. Come on.
I felt bad seeing him in what was it, Generations or whatever.
Oh, really? Was
Yeah,
he,
where he's
when he came? Well, you talking about the
where
one with Picard?
the last one he did, the one where he dies.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah.
Star Trek 5?
Well, isn't that Generations?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay,
that's-
well, where he was riding around. He's killing that poor horse. Well, he's
Yeah, I
he's
never-
a big dude. Yeah, he's out in the mountains.
And that
I'm
horse is like, damn.
yeah, and he didn't look really that great. And I'm just like, I don't want to see. That's like me looking at a Batman film like 30 years in the future, and he's all fat and bloated. I'm sorry, I just don't want to see that. I don't. That was one of my heroes. I don't want to see the guy fat and bloated and.
Yeah,
Looking
no,
like,
well,
hey,
damn,
you
you just got
I
mean
just-
about that
No,
shit. I wasn't
it's not-
I wasn't
it's
even
not-
going there with it.
I hate to say that, but I'm sorry, but it's kind of a joke now.
Damn, you see, I was gonna be like all cool
What?
about it.
How are you going to be cool about that?
You just got personal with the man. You just
He's
got
a
like
fat, bloated guy now.
you just like
he can barely move his arms.
You're like the
I mean,
motherfucker's fat. I don't want to see him to make a.
Hey, heroes don't gain weight, Corey.
He's all bloated now. Judging by that picture right there, if he
looks
look
terrible.
like that,
Yeah, he
on
looks
that
terrible.
on that YouTube
Yes.
web page that bring him back in CG or something, not like that.
Corey, I'm sorry, but J.J. Abrams looked at him and then he said no. He said no.
You know what J.J. Abrams probably did? It's like, Shatner came up and he's probably on the set.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams was probably showing him around. He's like, man, Shatner, of course. You got to come in. Yeah, let him in.
Yeah.
And, they're probably cooling out, having some beers. And, Shatner probably said, being that I was the one that started it all, I really should have a cameo in this. And J.J. Abrams was probably like, Of course. I think get this motherfucker on that. Yes, of course. He probably said, "Oh, Shatner, this is great talking to you, man. Let's talk about this later on." And it's like when he left, he's like, "If that motherfucker calls me, sends me email, I don't want to hear from him."
We move production. That's it. Tell him we're going.
Yeah, tell him I'm busy. Tell him,
exactly. No.
What I was going to say was
What were you gonna say?
I was going to say that I in a movie like this where they bring Shatner back, it's too much of a wink. Of a wink at the audience. It's like, hey, look, we got him back because we felt obligated to do it. It wouldn't have felt real.
It wouldn't. And the thing is, like, they had Leonard Nimoy in the film, and I don't know how much you're going to see of him. I think I don't even know if he's going to do like some sort of narration, but apparently you're going to see him, and I'm curious how they're going to structure that. But Leonard Nimoy, I mean, as old as he is, he still looks good. I mean, you look at him and you don't have that weight gain to distract you.
Leonard Nimoy was never young. Okay? I challenge anybody to go out there and find a young picture of Leonard Nimoy.
That's a good point. Yeah. But the thing is, I'm sorry, but the public just doesn't. I mean, I'm sorry I have to be the bearer of bad news, Corey. But the public, they do not want to see their heroes fat and bloated. I'm sorry. They do not want to look like this guy's about to explode any given minute. He should not be out in space. I'm sorry.
Show me that picture one more time.
Look at this motherfucker.
That motherfucker looks like